she's so fine. Hell of a ride, blows my mind. Hell of a ride.
What's good, guys? This story came out last night. It's an update to a story that I did yesterday regarding Henrico County Julia Bremer, who was shot by a 14-year-old. And there's an update, so I just wanted to do the update, and I appreciate Marie722 for sending it to me. Henrico community mourns loss of slain teen as prosecutors consider charges against 14-year-old shooting suspect. There is a video, and I will play it towards the end. The fate of a 14-year-old charged in the shooting death of a Henrico Middle School student remains in the hands of the county's top prosecutor, as the community mourns a tragedy. Lucia Bremer's alleged killer is in custody and being held without bond in Henrico County. His name is not being released because he is a juvenile. Memorials mounted over the weekend with flowers and messages of sympathy for 13-year-old Bremer outside Quicassen Middle School and the nearby neighborhood where she was gunned down Friday afternoon. Henrico Commonwealth's attorney Shannon Taylor said the facts of this case are absolutely horrific outside the juvenile court Monday morning. A source told 8 News Bremer and a friend walked along a path off Hickory Ridge Road and said the pair were being followed closely by the shooter. The source indicated he approached the girls, prompting Bremer's friend to push the gunman back and then run to a nearby home yelling, "Gun! Gun!" Thereafter, Bremer was shot several times, according to the source. The same source close to the families involved also said the alleged killer and the 2 girls did not know each other, adding the suspect did not say anything before pulling the gun. Fighting back tears, school principal Melanie Phipps said it has been very challenging in the hours after Bremer's death, having to welcome students back to school without their classmate. Phipps was joined by her colleagues who knew the slain teen well, including soccer coach Phil Markowski, who said, "Now she's carrying her bright light somewhere else, and I'm okay with that. But you know, it's a big hole right now." That hole is palpable, felt in the middle of an open investigation, including if the 14-year-old suspect may be charged as an adult. Taylor told 8 News Sunday that the law allows her office to pursue this option. "We are so early in the beginning of this proceeding to get to understand this young man and who he is and what his background is about. We certainly cannot comment as to whether or not that's something we're going to pursue or not," Taylor added Monday. The suspect due back in court on May the 4th has been charged with second-degree murder, possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony, and juvenile possession of a firearm. So I just wanted to bring that update. They did not know each other. He did not say anything to her, just shot her. It's just a terrible, terrible tragedy. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the video now.
10-year-old boy charged with the murder of Lucia Bremer is being denied bail. I'm Juan Gandhi. Bremer shot and killed on Hickory Ridge Road Friday afternoon in Henrico's West End. 8 News reporter Ben Dennis is joining us live after speaking to community members. He has the latest. Ben?
Hey there, Juan. The name of Lucia Bremer's alleged killer is not going to be released at this time, namely because he is underage. He appeared in juvenile court this morning, arraigned namely for second-degree murder. The Commonwealth's attorney tells us that he could face harsher consequence based on Virginia code. This as teachers are mourning the loss of a special student. Lucia Bremer's alleged killer in custody, held without bond in Henrico. Memorials mounting with flowers and messages of sympathy at Quicassen Middle School in the nearby neighborhood where she was gunned down.
The facts of this case are absolutely horrific.
Henrico Commonwealth's attorney Shannon Taylor's office is poring over details since Friday afternoon's shooting, when Bremer and a friend walked along this path off Hickory Ridge Road. A source close to the families involved tells 8 News Bremer and another young girl were being followed closely by the suspect and approached the girls. The source indicated Bremer's friend pushed that gunman back and ran to a nearby home, yelling, "Gun! Gun!" Thereafter, Bremer was shot several times, according to the source.
It's been very challenging.
School principal Melanie Phipps in tears today, joined by colleagues who knew the slain teen well, including soccer coach Phil Markowski.
Now she's carried her bright light somewhere else, and that I'm okay with. But, you know, it's a big hole right now.
That hole felt in the middle of an open investigation, including if the 14-year-old suspect may be charged as an adult, something Taylor says the law allows her Office of Prosecutors to pursue.
We are so early in the beginning of this proceedings to get to understand this young man and who he is and what his background's about, that we certainly can't comment as to whether or not that's something we're going to pursue or not.
And that source close to the families involved told 8 News that the 2 girls and the alleged shooter did not know one another, adding that the gunman did not say anything prior to the shots ringing out. Also tonight, on top of that second-degree murder charge, the 14-year-old faces possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony and juvenile possession of a firearm. He is due back in court on May the 4th.
So I'm going to continue to follow this case, and after he makes his first court appearance, I will bring that story back to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.